Hi guys, this is Rusty78609. Just a short video to give you an update. I'm out on the road, of course, here. This is Monday morning. It is about 10:30 a.m. Temperature is 41 degrees. This is February the 12th, and I just wanted to let you know that in about 5 more weeks, approximately, I'll be pulling out traveling, and I'm going to go into New Mexico. I'll go out through Ira and Texas into Carlsbad in a boondocking spot, over to possibly Aguirre Springs, and then on points north, depending on the weather. And I'll just kind of move slowly as the seasons change. But, I thought about making reservations and buying the state park pass and going ahead and making reservations at state parks in New Mexico, but I just don't like to do that, even though you can cancel up to the last minute and there's no charge. I just don't want to have to worry about it, because if I make 3 or 4 or 5 reservations, then I have to remember to go in and cancel them, and there's about a 50-50 chance of that happening, and so I just don't want to fool with it. I never have before. I like the freedom of just going and changing directions anytime I want to. And even though, of course, they're very liberal with that reservation policy by allowing you to cancel at basically any time. Now, this is in New Mexico at the state parks. The fee for the state parks pass in New Mexico is $225, and that covers 1 year's camping. If there's no hookup, if you go to an RV park, or scratch that, state park, and there's and you camp without hookups, there's no fee at all. If you go to water and electric or water electric septic, there's a little extra charge, and you can find that out on the New Mexico State Park website. But having said that, as far as the plan right now, it looks like, I'd like to be gone all the way through the summer and come back probably the end of September would be ideal. And we'll see how that goes. Of course, I've done this before, and I know what happens. I get out there and I get frustrated because all the campsites are packed, and turn around and come home, because I know what I've got at home, even though I don't want to come back in the heat. But we'll see how it goes. I've got some plans. I know some places now. I found some places on my camping trip in my pickup with the camper top that I boondocked at that were pretty nice, pretty private, and some BLM sites that are pretty nice and have cell phone access, and so therefore they would have internet access also, and that would allow me to continue doing the YouTube videos on schedule and give me something to do so that I kind of stay in the same routine. And that's very important when you're traveling, is to try to maintain as closely as you can your same daily routine, and your habits, like eat your breakfast at about the same time, lunch, so on. And if you do your grocery shopping in the morning, well, then continue to do that. And and most of the places I'll be camping, there's a little town nearby that has a grocery store. Particularly when I'm near Alamogordo, they have a wonderful grocery store there, and I've talked about it 100 times, and I'm not going to bore you with it again. But having said that, we're going to do a blend, or I am. Well, you're going to be with me just like you are now. My ride along ghost. I hear you, but I can't see you. So. It's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting a little excited about it now, and I got the solar. I've already checked. The usage. I'm plenty good on that. I'm not adding much to the solar or to drain the battery. The only thing I'm going to add that I didn't have when I was camping in the pickup is I may use the TV a little bit. I'm not sure, and I may use the Google smart speaker, some, not much. And this is just a little lakefront neighborhood near where I live here. This is, I don't know the name of it. There's 4 different subdivisions in here. Get you another dog, lady. Never mind. She gave me a look, go to hell. Huh? But be that as it may. But I'm planning, polishing the traveling diamond, and it gives me something to do. Isn't it wonderful just to have something to do? You know what I mean? And something to look forward to. I think I've said this about 600 times. That Tom Landry said that. Something to do, something to look forward to, and someone to love. Well, that is a well-rounded ball, isn't it? And so I've got something to do. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing the videos. I enjoy responding to the comments and getting feedback from you guys. And I get a lot of great ideas from you guys, trust me on that. And a lot of help when I was doing the solar. A lot of people gave me a lot of information on that helped a great deal. And when I was looking for the refrigerator, I ended up with a Dometic CF18, which works perfectly. You can use it as a freezer or a refrigerator. It's 12 volt, or there's an adapter that you can run it off 110 or 120, whatever it's called, wall outlet. And so it works great even when I'm not traveling. I'm using it right now. It's in my RV right now. And this is off to the right here. You can't see it, but off to the right, you might be able to see it. I'm not sure. But is the Colorado River, and that is what's called the Colorado arm of Lake LBJ, and that's straight on down. And the Colorado River flows north and south pretty much. I mean, it winds like a snake, but it's a lakefront community here, and there's several of them all the way in, and all on the Colorado River. Everywhere on the Colorado River, both sides, there's houses. And it's amazing, the ones off the lake pay about 50% less property tax than the ones on the right, which are lakefront. And they charge them by the square foot lakefront. It's amazing, expensive. But having said that, so back to the camping deal, we're set up, man. I'm going to do a dry run. I'll do some dry camping before I go and just be sure that I've got everything. It's nothing to it. I mean, it make it sound like there's a lot to do. Actually, there's nothing. I mean, I live in a travel trailer, right? A 16-foot travel trailer. I got to hook up. Wow. Everything is there. I've already started getting some grocery items that come in handy. I'll tell you one of the things I like, and you guys can check it out. Amy's, AMY''S, Amy's makes a chili that is totally organic, and it's totally meatless. All right, but it tastes just like a bowl of chili, and it's really healthy. It's not greasy at all, and check it out. Yeah, it's got, of course, it's like anything that most of them have a lot of sodium. This one does too. I think it's got around 400 or 500 grams of sodium. Well, a lot. You don't want to eat the whole can in one meal. I guess you could, but it is delicious, and you can eat it with cracker. You just warm it up. You just put it in a pot and warm it up. Boom, you got a meal. And then you can save the leftovers. I usually make one can last 3 meals, so you see that I don't pig out too much, but I do enjoy it, and it's a good snack, and it really comes in handy when you're traveling and camping, because you can just open the can, pour it in there, and there's no BPA liner. It's very, very about as good as you're going to find healthy that comes out of a can, okay? So check it out. It's Amy's, and it's a chili. What else? And then I take some of my special chips, El Milagro. I don't think they have those anywhere else than right around here in Texas. But El Milagro means the miracle in Spanish, and they are a miracle. They're kind of thin though. They're not real thick for dips and stuff. But they're no sodium and stuff. So that's another thing I'll take extra. And then I'll take me a box of wine. So I got plenty of that. Because some places you get out there in New Mexico or up into Colorado, different places, and the things that you're used to, they don't have. And so I take a little just to get me through the first few weeks, so that I can, like osmosis, be assimilated into the new things as I go. And this right here, this is more lakefront. We just made a big circle. That's Colorado River right in front of me. And these are some really nice homes here. Actually, these are, I thought these were going to be townhomes, but they ended up being just nice little homes. You built 3 of them there, and they're a little pricey. I think they went for almost $1 million, $750,000 to $1 million each. Yeah, and they got little skinny lots. But anyway, if you want to be on the lake that bad, what it is, they all have boats. If you knew how many thousands of boats were right now stored in storage, that the batteries are dead, it would be amazing. And unused, man, all that unused equipment. I mean, it's a boat is a hole in the water that you throw money into. I know, I had one time. They're totally a waste of money. I'd never do that again. Even if I had a lakefront place, maybe, but I doubt it. I don't know, maybe. But anyway, we're just cruising around my little neighborhood, enjoying the day. I could drive down here and show you the lakefront, since this gate's open. Actually, the gate's gone. There used to be a lock and gate here going down to our little pier. That's for our little subdivision. We have a little place there on the lake where you can go fishing and stuff. I've used it a few times, not to fish. I used to just go down there and sit and enjoy the quiet because there's nobody there. But having said that, guys, the camping days are coming. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I may probably end up in the summer. I want to end up in northern New Mexico around Taos. There, of course, there's the Wild Rivers place I can go. There's a boondocking place out in the forest near Angel Fire, New Mexico, which is not too far from Taos. And of course, then you got Red River. Of course, there's nothing there. All that's reserved year round. I mean, those places, those RV parks have people been coming there for 25, 30 years, and they're full, and they're not cheap. I mean, if you looked at them, you wouldn't even want to stay there. I mean, they're crammed in there. If you got a slide out, you got to ask your neighbor to move over a little bit so you can slide it out. And I can't imagine me doing that. But what else? Yeah, we'll end up northern. I may go over into Utah and over into Nevada. I'm not sure because I got plenty of time. You know, I got about 4 or 5. Well, it's about 6 months almost. So you got April, May, June, July, August, September. You got 6 months approximately. And yeah, as far as mail, I'm not even going to worry about it. I may not even have it forwarded. I mean, I may not, because you know, with this thing I've got now, this service from USPS where I can see what's coming in the mail to my home address, which that mail will be forwarded to my Kingsland post office box, and they'll hold it forever as long as you pay the fee, and I just paid it for a year, so we're good on that. But yeah, so as far as the mail, if I see something that really needs to be forwarded, I'll have it forwarded. You know, we'll see how that works. But anyway, I got it. You know, and of course the water. I'll have the water put on vacation. That's something else. Whenever you get into these subdivisions where they have water service and all that stuff, be sure if you're going to be if that's just going to be your home base and you're an RVer, be sure you set that water hookup up so that you're seasonal. You know what I mean? So that when you travel, you don't have to pay the full price every month. You understand? So like when I go when I go traveling for whatever period I go, if I'm going to be gone more than 2 months, I have them cut the water or put me on the seasonal thing and cut the water off because it's $64 a month, including taxes and fees, and I can have it turned off and back on for $40. Okay, in other words, if I'm gone 6 months and I have it turned back on, it costs me $40. Well, 6 months I've saved $360. And then I pay $40 to turn it back on. I'm a $320 winner. Is that worth something? Yeah. Now the electricity, you can't. You still got to pay the availability fee of $22.50 a month. But for you guys that are going to get a home base, check all that stuff out up front, because with this little water supply here, which is Granite Shoals Water Department, it's a city deal, but they own this system. Yeah, I had it set up as seasonal. And thank God I did, because if I hadn't, you can't do that. If it's not set up as seasonal when you set it up originally, you cannot. Well, you can have it turned off, but you're going to pay $64 a month whether you use any water or not. And that's not too good. But anyway, having said that, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. Anything you want, anything, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description. Why? Because I'm an Amazon affiliate, and I get a little commission, and it doesn't cost you anything. So if you think about it, use the link. Other than that, drink plenty of water, take deep breaths, stretch, walk, keep your health, because that's what it's all about. With good health, you'll feel like going camping. So anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Adios.